Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Pop your ears. The pressure is rising. There you see Mick is present, the defending Skeleton King. So is GT4 at the front in yellow, the Season 3 leader. Contagious second on the grid, the Season 2 champion and current endurance champion. The rest of the field along the bottom. So we are here at Monza, first opened in 1992 for 4 laps of Superformula special action for Sprint Series 6 of the Graveyard Series on Friday nights. That is the grid from qualifying. Everybody has to make a mandatory pit stop and tyre change. We're waiting for the lights. We're waiting, and away we go. GT and Contagious take us away from the line. GT with a slow start as they go 3 wide down the first straight, already flying down into the first chicane. What is going to unfold in front of us here as Kiwi looks to make a dive up the inside, contact from behind. He becomes a ping pong, and GT comes through behind him. Everybody nice and relatively clean. A little bit of tippy tap there. Troy is a big winner as they come round Grande for the very first time. Kiwi has the inside run on Ravana. They go side by side, running down into the second shed of chicane. DanZambe makes a big mistake. Contact with Slayer. DanZambe comes out much worse as they all run now down out into the second chicane. GT with a hop, skip and a jump. That's going to slow his momentum down coming into the Lesmo 1 as Kiwi and Ravana fly down into the Lesmos. What a first lap. GT in front of Wings and Troy with Con in 8th, Mitch in 9th and Slayer in 10th. Contagious out the front in first, followed by Mick and Kiwi as they all come around the Lesmo 2 for the first time and run down the straight. They all start to settle into some positions, work everything out. Big gap between Mick and Kiwi, second and third. Contagious well out in front. Kiwi in third after Ravana gives chase. Wings comes around the outside. 5 cars come around running down into the Parabolica for the first time. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How's this going to pan out? Con up the inside. Wings. They all sort themselves out, running down the start-finish for the first time. Almost 3 wide now as we see Ravana and GT followed by Con through Slayer. A little bit of ghosting and inside action there. They all get through relatively clean. Troy runs a little wide after the ghosting mishap with Con. Slayer and Wings almost going side by side around Grande for the second time. Contagious and Mick have already pit now in 7th and 8th. As Con, Wings, Slayer and Troy, followed by Contagious, run now down into the Lesmos for the second time. Most of the field relatively spaced, except for this little pack of drivers, this battle between Con, Wings and Slayer. Ravana and GT still to pit, most of the field still to pit. As we fly through Ascari for the second time. GT hot on the heels of Ravana, staying in that slipstream, making the most of that on the overlap. A little bit of contact there between Con and Wings. Let's see how Wings came off from that. Still within a shot, still in the slipstream. A little bit of untidy driving, but that is to be unexpected in these high-powered, just shy of 550 horsepower machines. As we come around to the second pit opportunity, Ravana comes in. Of course, all the cars running on super softs for this series. Wings also pits, so does Slayer, as Troy and Contagious side by side running down the start-finish for the start of lap 3. GT and Con still in front of them. Contagious way overbrakes himself, gets reset, loses a lot of time there as Troy gets away. Mick catches up on the rear end of Contagious as everybody comes through the first chicane for the third time. Wings and Slayer side by side. Wings gets the job done as they run into Grande. DanZambe in the back in 11th. But GT in the yellow right out in front. Con in second, Troy in third. Contagious giving chase into the Lesmos. Mick right behind. Ravana in 6th, Kiwi in 7th. A little bit of mistake from Contagious as he catches some gravel, brings it back on. That's going to give Mick an invitation to the party as they come through the Lesmos now. Slayer with GT running down into the Parabolica for the third and penultimate time, followed by Con, Troy, and Contagious. As Contagious comes through the Ascari. Still pit stops to happen. This is where we see the final roll of the dice on everybody's strategies. GT has come into the pits. So has Con, so has Troy. Contagious comes flying by, followed by Mick with 1 lap to go at Monza for race 1 of the Superformula Special Sprint Series. Down into the first chicane, Contagious, then Mick, then GT has come out in front of Ravana. Ravana being chased by Kiwi. Con, he's come out in 6th, followed by Troy in 7th, Slayer in 8th, and then Zambe, Mitch, and Wings all together for a battle around the final lap. Big cut from Zambe, but then backs right off. Don't know what happened there. Mitch loses his back end as he tried to come around the outside of Zambe. Contagious out in front through the Lesmos, followed by Mick, GT, and Kiwi in the back there in the pink machine. At the final lap, the front 5, relatively spaced, relatively sorted out. You see Con and Troy coming around behind, so does Slayer there in 8th in the back. Approaching Ascari for the final time. And here to throw it around the Parabolica and take the checkered flag. Contagious in race 1 in the Green Endurance Champion livery. There's the checkered flag and the 10 points for Contagious, 187, followed by LMZR, PS Vita, we call him Mick in 2nd, GT in 3rd, Kiwi in 4th, Ravana comes across the line in 5th, Con in 6th position, serving penalty on the line, Troy in 7th, Slayer in 8th, Zambe in 9th, Wings in 10th, and Mitch rounds out the pack in 11th. So we flick to points, and there we go. So Contagious with the 10, and the rest of the field follows on. We'll see you soon for race 2 of the Superformula Special. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you.